We've got an LED lighting job where we've got to put LED strip 14 meters round a skylight. So what I've got is the LED strip, the drivers and a control and some little controllers. But what I want to do before I actually go to site is wire them up to make sure that they work off of one control. To make sure they work how I want them to work, because there's no point in installing them and they're not going to do what I want. So this is me testing them out. So first things first, let's open her up. But I want to open them up nice and neat because we don't know whether we're going to give them back yet if they don't do what I want. Sugar. That's neat-ish. We'll get that there. So one is 10 meters long and the other one's 4 meters long. But I want them to work off of one control, which would be this, to change the colour exactly the same. There's no point in having two. It'll look pants. So this is my plan. Firstly, that's a decent sized length on that, look. And then these want to go into the controllers. So rather than being a bit of a nightmare like that, I'm going to put some ferrules on the end. Right, let's get this little kit out and that. So ideally, it should come with ferrules on the end. It'll make it better. Right, so if we can just get them like that. Strip them. Oh, that had to be a nightmare, didn't it? Great. Right, we'll do the same with this one. Bollocks. Now they're nice and straight, this should work. Nope. Never does, as you want it to. That'll be the phone. Let's get a seat for this. So, are these little white ones going to do? Yes, they should be good. And what they're going to do is go into these controllers. So let's get these controllers out. We need a small terminal to tighten them in there. But then how far? They don't want to go in far. So we're going to chop off the end, just that bit. because the last thing you want is them to hang out. Do it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. So obviously they need undoing to start with. Black will be the ground, I'm hoping, and then green will be the green, red, pretty obvious, is a red. Yellow, blue even, yellow, blue in there, and then cool white into there. So we've got that one. So let's do the same with this. And then we'll get the other one out. Connect this up. Get rid of the instructions for now because we're not going to need them. 3-in-1 LED controller. Right. That. That. So white will go into there. The same. Blue into there. Green. That red, into that, a bit fiddly, into that, and then black into there. There we go. So we've got them set up. Now we need the drivers, because the drivers, they can have a 12 volt going in or plug in like that, spot on. Because the driver will only do 10 meters. This is why we've got two. So the big one will be for this 10 meters, and the small one is for the 4 meters. And now what we want to do is hook these up to a plug. I had a plug somewhere. So I want to hook these up into a plug, which I've got here. Put this. Is it going to go on? No, scrap that off. And then like that. live into the fuse side, the neutral, into the neutral side, and then the earth in the top. Basically, let's get that in there like so. Make it look nice and neat. This is only going to be temporary, but we might use this plug for other things at a later date. But then what we're going to hook this up to is a lighting circuit supply. So we don't want this 13 amp fuse in there. We want a 3 or a 5. So I'm going to stick a 3 amp fuse in it for now. Let's get that cable support in there. And then so I can separate each circuit, I'm going to put them on 3-way Wagos. Just to test one at a time. Right, so now I need the Wagos as well. What we'll start off with is the 4 metre one, and that isn't enough to stretch across. Just take a bit of that off. Stick this, so it's got its supply. Go in there properly. That one. And that one. Right, so now we're going to test the 4 metre one to see if it works. Right. Need to plug it in. Freaking wires. Right, we've got blue, red, green. Right, so that's fine, it works, we know it works. But we need to hook it up to this controller as well, which of course needs batteries. Which are here. See if it comes preset. No, so we've got to hold this down. I'm just guessing here. Hold that down. And this is why I'm trying to set it up before I go to the customer's house, because I've got to work out how these connect. Right, to set them up, you've got to press that set button on there once, and then one of the channels, it's got 4 channels. You'll see it blink. So we'll set it up there, wait for that to stop blinking. And it works. So on, green, blue, that's good. So it's not doing white. Yellow, blue. Dims it down, dims it back up. But white's not happening. Right, let's see what W means. Let's take that out of there. White, there we go. I've got to put it in the warm white, not the cool white. Oh, sugar, I've just pressed set again. Red, yellow, white, white off, on, red, yellow. So now I want to look this up to live and see if they both work together. Right. Plugging it back in, it's come on. So then we're going to press set on there once. No, at the minute I can't get them both to work together. So that goes green. Set once. Right, then that needs changing over to white as well. So then, do they both go red? Yes. Blue, green, yellow. They all work as they should. Both go off. So they work as one. That's exactly what I wanted. White. Off. On. Right, so you can have 4 different circuits and turn them off and on. That's all right. Blue. So now I've got it set up, I can go to the customer's house and install it without faffing around. I know exactly what I'm doing. Top tip. It's Friday. All you got to do is upgrade these lights round this ceiling window, whatever you call it. And yes, the colour changing beautifully. But then you find something out that ruins it all. You've got this, but when they're on white, 4 LEDs at 17 meters, 14 meters. 4 LEDs do not want to go white. For flip's sake.